Hello, Libra. Welcome to your channel, the Akashic Reading for November 2025. So, when I'm tapping into your energy for the month of November, Libra, I'm finding that you've taken on a position of authority in your emotions and in your feelings. I feel like a lot of things have stabled out for you emotionally, where you may have found yourself over the last few months or even a couple years, a year or 2 years experiencing a lot of highs and lows. Emphasis on the lows. I'm feeling like there's been moments or times or eras of sort of depression, I guess you could say, or very low moods. And I feel that you've maybe not fully recovered from that, but you've made it to a point where you're more comfortable in your emotions and you're experiencing less volatility with your emotions. So a lot of less ups and downs and highs and lows. I'm feeling like things have stabled out for you and that you're more in control of your emotions. You're having a lot less upwelling of feelings or sporadic outbursts internally. I feel like these outbursts are something that you might experience personally on your private time. Like maybe it's not something that you show to other people, but on a personal level, I feel that you've had moments where, say, you just burst into tears and you're not sure why, or you wake up in the morning and you're just so feeling so low and you're not exactly sure why. And so I feel that over time you've worked with your emotions and you've allowed yourself to express yourself, and now you're in a place where you can sort of observe your emotions a little bit more logically, or at least keep a bit of a personal distance between how these emotions affect you. You're able to acknowledge them but not let them get to you too much. And so that's put you in a position now, November, where you're a lot more in your leadership era. You're a lot more in your leadership role. I feel that you are coming through as more an authoritative figure in your own life and in people's lives. I feel that you've worked on your healing in a lot of ways and you sort of mastered your emotions to a certain extent, and now you're in this place where you're also mastering your life as far as structure, as far as your career, as far as where you're at in your life. You've put a lot of emphasis on the practicality of your life as far as like where you're living. I feel that you're feeling very stable right now where you're living. I'm feeling that you're in a good place with your relationships, if you're in a relationship, or you're feeling like, okay, you're ready to start dating. And I feel like you're taking the bull by the horns in those areas. I feel that all the goals that you've laid out for yourself, you're feeling more confident to approach them and work on them. And even delegate when it comes to work, especially. I feel that if you're in leadership roles at work, or if you're in a dynamic at work that allows you to be more authoritative, you've taken that on and you've delegated the work and you've sort of led the charge in a lot of areas in your work life, home life, relationship life, all over. So, all over, you've taken this authoritative stance. And now I'm feeling that your approach is becoming, especially in November, your eyes are set on your goals. You become a lot more goal oriented. And I find that in November, this is when you'll start taking the steps forward towards your goals in the sense of how you're making money. So whether that's career, I feel that you've say you're in a career and you're looking to move up or looking to make more money. I feel like you've had your eyes set on that, and you're working towards that, or if you're looking for a different job, or if you're looking to start your own business, and your ideas around making more money in your work life, I feel that you've set your sights on that, or at least in November, you're going to start doing that and start planning out how you're going to work towards making more money or working towards the goals that you're wanting to achieve. I feel that in November you're a lot more structured around your finances. You might find yourself spending a lot less money. Mind you, November can be an expensive month leading into December, but I find that you are being more stringent with your budget and being more financially conscious. You've lessened your extensive spending. If you found that you were purchasing things you didn't really need, you're just sort of online shopping for no reason. I feel that November is when you're going to sort of tighten that up and you're going to recognize the value of your dollar and the value of your hard work that equates to the money that you earn. And you're feeling like a lot more on top of your finances in the month of November. And I also feel like a lot of the things that you set in place, a lot of the goals that you already planted the seeds of in the past few months or even years, you're going to start seeing those seeds grow, or you're going to start seeing those opportunities reveal themselves to you. So I feel that when it comes especially to finances, you're going to find that there's going to be some like manifestations of financial goals that you have are going to start opening up. You're going to start seeing some of the things that are going to lead you to where you want to be financially. So November is definitely a great financial abundance month for you, at least the beginnings of financial abundance for you. You're going to start seeing the doors opening. It's going to feel a lot different. You're going to see a lot more opportunities present themselves to you. So you just want to trust the process and feel comfortable that things are coming your way, and utilizing the opportunity while working towards your goals as a time to develop your skills in certain areas. I find that whatever goals you have financially or around your career, and you have your eyes set on it, you might feel like I'm not quite there yet, but I'm feeling ready to work towards it. And so now's an opportunity where you start developing your skills. Maybe you're taking on more work or different work than you've done before in order to develop your skills on the job, or perhaps you're even deciding to take courses or certifications or even go back to school in certain areas to sort of refine your craft and refine your skill sets in different areas. So you're going to feel a pull towards that and actually get excited about learning more and developing your skills in different ways. So November is going to be a very fun month for that. I will say though that they are highlighting that you're going to want to acknowledge that sometimes you may feel a bit defensive. You may feel a bit like under attack in some areas. I feel that you have this sort of built in mechanism to protect yourself that you've utilized in the past that has been helpful for you. And that's to ensure that people don't assume that you're not smart or uneducated in some way. You may come off a bit defensive or may feel that you need to defend yourself in the eyes of others. And so they want to highlight that in November, you want to take a look at that and notice when you're being a little bit stubborn or defensive about your thoughts or feelings or opinions or ideas, that sometimes these things are just projections. You're projecting or you're assuming that people are seeing you in a light that's as if you're not smart. That's something that's coming up, that you might feel that people look at you or say things to you, and the insinuation is that they think you don't know something. And so they want you to notice that and recognize to not be defensive, because while you're developing your skills, there may be times where you don't know everything. And so you're learning as you go. So you want to be open and vulnerable to that experience, and instead of being a bit defensive and concerned that people might view you as not smart, because there's many great things about Libra and intelligence is one of them. So you don't have to question if people think that you're smart. You're absolutely smart. I also feel like there's a certain level of perseverance that you want to work your way through in the month of November, that while you're working towards your goals, it might be a lot of work, and perhaps you're in a place where it's like, all you do is work. I feel that you put your all into things, you pour your all into things, and you just go for it, and that you've been doing that for quite some time. And so perhaps November, I think for a lot of people, is a little bit more of a slow down and rest situation. But for Libra, I think that you will feel the passion and empowered to go towards your goals, but also acknowledging that you may feel like tired of it all, or tired of doing so much or having so much. You might feel a bit exhausted. But I feel that the persistence that you put into the month of November, you're going to see the payoff in the following months. So it's definitely going to be worth your while putting that effort and energy into working towards your goals, even if you feel a bit tired. That doesn't mean don't take a rest. Of course, rest when you need to. Follow your intuition around that, because you are in charge of your emotions now. So you have this power to go with the flow and acknowledge your emotions, but you also don't need to let your emotions take you out of your goal, take you off your path. Because now you're sort of in charge of your emotions. You understand when your emotions come up that you don't always need to be in flux with the sort of sporadic experience that the emotions present. So, with that said, just try to keep in mind that you are still working towards your goals and a little perseverance is going to go a long way. But I do feel that in November, there is an opportunity where new things are coming to light. I feel that there is sort of a page turning moment in your life that you'll notice, especially around the end of November or early December, where you feel like you're on a new path. And while there's so many things that you've worked towards, it's like a new page is turned and you're sort of experiencing you're reaping the benefits of all the work that you've put in. And now you're looking ahead at a brand new life, if that makes sense, or brand new opportunities. You'll find yourself on a new path or a fresh path in a way that you haven't experienced before. And it's going to be very exciting. So, with that said, you're going to want to enjoy yourself. You're going to want to be very free spirited in this energy and just keep moving forward with that fresh light and that energy of excitement, like you're a child and you're just experiencing new things, especially while you're developing your skill set, especially while you're entering into new work or entering into a new career or career avenues or even a new relationship. You're going to want to enjoy it with a level of curiosity and sort of innocence and free spirited nature. So, not take it too seriously. Really get out of it as much as you can as far as how much you enjoy it. And I feel that the more that you enjoy the goals that you're pursuing in different areas of your life, the more that you enjoy it, the more it's going to turn out exactly the way that you'd like and more. But I will say that you also want to be very cautious again about your money. Just ensure that you're staying on top of your financial goals. There's a propensity, I think, around this period of time while you're getting swept up in the experience of having fun and having a good time in this sort of youthful energy, that, and also with Christmas and holidays just around the corner, that finances can sort of slip away from you. So make sure that you're staying on top of your financial goals and that you're still planning and not spending too much during this time. Also, I want to say, because of how hard you're working, the impulse to blow off steam might come your way, and you might feel like, I'm working so hard, let's just ball out, let's just have a good time. And so they're saying just stay on top of your finances. It's definitely okay to take care of yourself and enjoy yourself, but don't take the financial burden on the situations, or don't utilize your finances in a way that's going to throw you off your path and sort of ruin your financial goals, if that makes sense. But other than that, that's all I have for you today, Libra. Just to let you know, I am doing my 2026 forecast sessions. If you're interested, there's a link in the description. I'll channel your Akashic Records to see what are ideal times and opportunistic times for you regarding career, finance, relationships, personal life, well being, spiritual development, anything and everything you'd want to know. I'll channel for you for 2026, quarter by quarter, month by month, and we'll figure out what's going on for you in the year 2026. So, link in the description for that. And other than that, enjoy your month. Bye.